You're listening to Season 6 of the award-winning Home Ed Matters podcast, brought to you by the Strickland family from the West Midlands in the UK.
We're just a regular family of 5 on a home education journey, and we want to share our journey with you and encourage you on yours. So thanks for joining us, and here's this week's episode.
Hi everybody!
Hello!
That was White Christmas by Travelling Brass, which I recorded at a concert you were at recently. Thought it would be a bit more festive.
More festive.
Anyway, welcome to Home Ed Matters podcast.
Season
6,
episode
9.
I have no idea.
And I'm Luke.
And I'm Eden.
So thanks for listening in. I realise we don't often say our names, and if you're a new listener, you might not have known who we were. Ooh. So we will get into the habit of saying that.
Yes, we will.
Because, we're so professional.
Getting professional now.
Well, we've been we've had a really good run of doing all our episodes. So I think this is the most episodes we've done before Christmas
ever
for a few seasons. Maybe not ever.
But
Anyway, lots to talk about.
Yes. Loads.
Are you excited for Christmas?
Yeah. Really excited.
What are you doing at this very moment?
Crochet.
What are you crocheting?
I'm crocheting like a circle.
Oh, one of these special wheels.
Yeah, one of the wheels, because they're quite easy actually.
Oh, okay. Is this part of your secret making for Christmas?
Maybe it isn't, maybe it isn't.
Dramatic.
Dramatic.
Well, our big news since the last episode was...
We got land!
We have been trying for a year to buy the land next to our house.
For a year.
But it went through a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
Which is amazing.
It was amazingly cool.
So we have been doing lots of work on there. What kind of things have you been doing, Eden?
Well, today I was shoveling buckets of the sawdust.
Wood chippings,
Wood chippings of all the trees which we sawed down. And I did 50 buckets, which should be £1.
Yeah, we'll
2p per bucket.
Yeah, that sounds about right. So it's been overgrown for 20 years. And we have done an awful lot of clearing of brambles.
Yes.
We had a fire the other weekend, didn't we? In the rain.
In the rain, and it was pouring down, and the fire was going even higher.
So we've still got plenty of that to do.
And my buff still smells of smoke.
I know, we need to give that a bit of a wash. We did have some laurels that were just grown. They were 2-storey high.
Yeah.
And
I
a
would
yew
say
tree
they're
as well.
3-storey.
I know, were massive. They were blocking all the light out, and a bit of a hazard. So we got
What's a hazard again?
something that's dangerous to people.
Yeah. How is it dangerous?
Well, imagine if they blew over.
Oh, yeah.
So we got the professionals in earlier in the week, and they got those down for us, which is amazing.
Them.
And then they've left us all a wood chip, which is brilliant.
Yeah.
Except it's all on our drive.
Yeah.
About tons and tons of it.
Tons and tons.
So we've been moving that. That's good.
Yeah.
We're just making space for our Christmas calories.
Yeah.
By doing that in advance. So that's really, really exciting. We are thoroughly enjoying that.
Yeah,
We've
it's really
all
cool.
been contributing to clearing that. And what have we found at the end of the garden?
A shed, and it's got really cool papers in it, and there's like all rusted old archaeology things, and it makes me think I'm going to be an archaeologist when I grow up.
Yeah, exciting. And we found some other brick buildings.
Yeah.
Look like they might have been
Pigsties.
like a pigsty or something. And we think
Can we keep
there's some planters. No, it's complicated to keep pigs these days. You need a lot of licenses. But we are thinking about getting...
Chickens!
Whoop, whoop, whoop. So you've been reading lots of books about chickens.
Yeah.
I came home from work one day and you and Mummy and everybody out of the library had got about 5 books about chickens.
Well, I didn't even know we got them. Mummy had just got them while I was
That's so funny. So
dance.
what have you been learning about chickens?
Well, chickens don't need as much care as most animals, except if you live in a wet and a rainy place, you would not buy a silky chicken because their feathers aren't waterproof.
Interesting, okay.
And, they get all wet and soggy.
So we're thinking of getting bantams, they're a bit size. We've had some great advice on our Facebook page, thanks to those of you who contributed. So Claire Home Ed says they keep ISA Browns or ISA Browns. I wonder if you say ISA or ISA.
Yeah.
But they've got 4, and they said 4 is a great number because if you had 3, one might get bullied.
Yeah.
And they lay really regularly. So we're thinking about doing that. So once we've cleared some more space at the end of the garden, we will get a coop set up. We'll fox-proof it, because we know we've got foxes in the area.
Yes, we have. Even though they might have moved away by now.
I think they probably have. I don't think they had their permanent holt. Fox holt? No, it's Otterholt.
Yeah.
Den. Probably Fox Den, isn't it?
Yeah.
I
But
don't think they had their
they've
permanent.
lived there for like 3 generations, Dad.
Probably. I've seen a lot. So I've been out running early in the mornings recently.
Yeah.
And also taking Bear for quick walks in the evening. And I've seen foxes a lot recently, actually.
Have you?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Just locally. I've seen them a lot. Yeah, so chickens, very exciting. So we'll get some of those. We're
going to call them Lulu, Pepper, and what was Ash going to call him? Oh yeah, Nia from Ninjago.
Okay, pretty cool. So we need to clear the land. It's a long-term project because there's just so much to clear.
Oh yeah.
But really good to keep us healthy, keep us outdoors.
Good
the idea will be
Christmas
to have some of it wild, to have some of it with chickens, some of it with like a big,
Wild.
like a bit of a play area, a bit of an outdoor gym area. I was thinking.
We've already got like a gym area.
We're going to have even more of a gym area, yeah, but not for
cool.
grown-ups.
Not for grown-ups.
I would like to do so. I want to get some of the big, like weighted medicine ball, like soft medicine ball things, like big weighted balls that you can like do like do wall balls and stuff on. I'll get a target.
And some swingy bars which I can go on and Daddy can go on.
Yeah, monkey bars. Well, we've got like there's a big piece of like scaffolding that was used as a like a clothesline holder that we've already recovered. So I need to just knock the concrete off the bottom of it, and I thought that could be like we can have that over the top, and then we can climb along it and things.
Yeah, that would be cool. Oh, Dad, you should try and get one of those longy things which stretch from tree to tree, and we can practice
we are going to get one of those.
Yes.
We are going to get one of those. So that's incredibly exciting. So that, as you can tell, we've got mega plans, and we've just been thoroughly enjoying it. Bear hasn't enjoyed it too much yet, just because.
Poor Bear.
Well, we need to get some extra fencing so that it's safe for him out there. Because at the moment he would just jump out and go into the neighbours' gardens and things.
Yeah.
So, but once we get that sorted, it's even more accessible for everybody.
Yes, but when we were still doing our old garden, Bear kept on running into the neighbour's garden through this tiny fence.
Well, we've blocked that now. So
yeah, we have.
Actually, the neighbours are all pleased we've got the land because they were worried it was going to get developed.
What does developed mean?
Like houses built on it.
But that would be garden grabbing, though.
Well, exactly, and that's why it was never allowed.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Well.
Well, after that long talk.
Yeah. Well, we'll have a quick break, and then we'll carry on with everything else.
Get a cup of tea.
Drink my coffee.
Yeah.
You're listening to the Home in Matters podcast.
Right. Hopefully you got a coffee or a cup of tea. Other hot drinks are available. Maybe mulled wine.
Or hot chocolate.
Or hot chocolate. So, normally we quite often slow down the pace of our learning in December so that we can just spend more time enjoying it. Yeah, but this year we haven't. We've just been
we've gone as long as the schools.
Yeah, well, we've already finished.
Schools finished on Friday, and so did we.
Yeah, so we got up to week 20 of our curriculum.
Yeah, which is good, because considering there's only 56 weeks.
I know, yeah. Well, 52 weeks in a year, but you wouldn't learn all that. I think there's 36 weeks in a curriculum.
Oh, so
we've only got 60 more. Yeah, but we like to be ahead of the curve. We'll take some time off. We've got a big, exciting Disney trip planned in the new year.
Yay!
So, some of the things we've done. We went back to the Black Country Museum the other day with our free passes. So here's a clip from there. Oh, it's because we've just done all that spinning, Ash. Right,
yeah, and Daddy spun so hard that when he got off, he fell into a bush.
Yeah, I was so dizzy, I did actually fall into a bush. Where are we, anyway?
Black Country Museum. Yeah.
At the Black Country Museum for their... I thought it might be a bit more Christmassy.
Yeah.
Do you? Don't you?
Yeah. I've got a tummy ache.
Oh, Ash, it's because you've just had all those sweets and then done lots of spinning on the merry-go-round.
Yeah. Mommy!
You go and catch up. Right, so we've been to the cinema.
Yeah.
We saw a funny cartoon.
Yeah, it was with Jack Frost.
And
there was a little bear saying, I don't have to worry, I don't have to care. My fur is nice and furry, I'm a grizzly bear.
And did you remember that it was originally made in black and white? Should we go this way?
No, a little bit.
They said it was originally made in black and white.
Yeah.
In 1926, and then it was recoloured up. So, because it was a colour one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
What else have we done?
We went to a craft room and made a rag bauble.
Oh yeah, you made the special rag bauble,
Dad,
like a Victorian.
That's like nothing.
Oh yeah, that gate's shut. We have to go around this way. Oh, that's no good. Right, you come this side. Oh yeah. Went round some of the different shops.
We did.
What did they have in the bakery shop in the window?
They had giant custard creams and
amazing.
giant bonjour biscuit thingies.
Bourbon biscuits.
And they had giant gingerbread men.
Oh, and we saw a cool nativity scene.
Yeah, we did.
In the church.
It was super cool.
So now we're looking for the horse, really.
Yes. Well, I saw the horse and cart coming by when I was swinging on the swing.
It's a breezy day. We come back on our free passes. So.
Yeah.
Oh, right, onwards and upwards. The others have got quite a bit ahead because we got stuck behind that gate.
Yeah, we did.
Right.
Bye.
Bye. I must admit, I thought it was going to be a bit more Christmassy.
Yeah.
It didn't feel as Christmassy, did it?
It was quite Christmassy. I like making a rag bauble.
Yeah, that was really good. Have you hung it on your tree?
No.
Oh, you should do.
I know I should.
Where is it? What's Bear doing up here?
He's squeezing from the door.
Bear, you're not supposed to be up here.
Oh, he's such a cute little doggy.
Okay, well, let's carry on.
Wait, no.
It's
Flo.
okay. It's okay.
Yeah, but what about Flo?
Okay, right, Bear's gone out. You've had some choir concerts.
Yes,
You built
we
up to the really big one,
Oh, yeah.
which was
prefer the
so
small ones.
Christmassy.
Yeah, it was, but it was supposed to be 1 hour. It took 2
It
hours.
was a long time. Well, I think I just misremembered that it was a shorter one because it was quite long with you and the big choir and the brass band,
Yeah.
who were amazing.
It was
so
like 2 hours.
I've got some
sitting next to
clips
my best friend.
of those.
Yeah. It was like 2 hours of sitting next to my best friend and not being able to talk to her.
Yeah, you were on best behaviour. Here's a couple of clips. Do you know the thing that I enjoyed the most?
Yeah.
So when you, as the kids' choir, started singing The Snowman, We're Walking in the Air,
Walking in the
I did not expect the big choir to come in.
Oh, did you not?
Gave me goosebumps. No, it was amazing.
Yeah, I know.
It was really beautiful.
Yeah, Lindsay said we couldn't go up really high like the big choir because it would damage our voices.
Yeah, that's fine. So that was really exciting.
Yeah, it was so cool.
You went to like a science show
Yeah, we did.
the other day.
Yeah.
What was all that about?
Well, it was about dry ice, really.
Okay.
And there's a difference to it because what's water made out of again in the elements?
H2O, so two
H2O.
hydrogens and an oxygen atom.
Yeah, and whereas dry ice is made of CO2.
CO2, carbon dioxide.
Yeah.
So one carbon molecule and two oxygen ones.
Yeah, and we did some really cool experiments there with volunteers who came to the front and did some really cool stuff with dry ice.
Okay, so what are some of the things you specifically remember?
Well, when I did it, I had to put a glove on and I had to take some dry ice out of the bag and put it in a balloon. And the balloon blew up by itself, but you can't touch dry ice with bare hands because it would burn your skin.
Yeah.
Somehow.
That's worth remembering.
Yeah, and one of them where you put warm water with dry ice, it causes a watery ghosty explosion, and they use it in Harry Potter.
Ah, you getting all the secrets.
Yeah, getting all the secrets.
Oh, wow. And so some of the other books we've been reading this term and things that we haven't talked about, we've got a book about the hidden chimp, which is a very famous psychology book. There's a kid's version.
Mum saw it in Asda.
So what have you been learning about on the hidden chimp?
Well, it says how when you're angry and stuff, it gives you 5 things you can do. One is help them, and another one is smile or do something nice for a person. And it's quite funny actually. And it says give your chimp a name, and it's not you who are doing bad stuff. It's actually your chimp, and so you can tell your chimp off if you give it a name.
So it's the older part of our brain, isn't it? That's our instinctive reaction to things.
And Asher's called his banana head. Mine's called Lemon, and Belle's is called Peppa Pig.
Oh, that's so funny. So have you found that really helpful, though, in terms of being aware? It's all about self-awareness, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
About just being aware of how you might react to things.
Mm-hmm.
and whether that's your chimp.
Yeah, it doesn't say it's in the book, but what I always remember is just get more presents from Santa, more presents from Santa.
What, for being nice?
Yeah.
Because it's to do with how our brain operates, the different functioning systems in our brain, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's a metaphor for how our brain works.
What's a metaphor?
Like a picture, so it's something to help you. So, like a metaphor would be like, my love is like a red, red rose.
Yeah.
That's a metaphor. It's a picture to say, oh, something beautiful, and that person's like that.
Yeah.
So
like
that's ever so good.
Yeah.
What other things have you been that stick out in your mind for the last couple of weeks of learning?
Cat of Babastes.
Okay, Katababastes. So what story?
Yeah.
That's a story.
That was an Egyptian story, which we
Okay.
did a few weeks ago.
But it's still in your mind.
Yeah, but it's still really good. I really liked it. The first few chapters were really boring, but and like because they were so detailed. But then actually because it was so detailed, like in the like for a good 3/4 of the book, it was really interesting.
Okay,
it was my favourite book.
So actually going deep was good. Yeah. So we did We've been doing Egyptians, and we've been focusing on Romans.
Yeah. And my favourite Roman book was Captive in Rome.
Captive in Rome. So we learn a lot through stories, if you haven't already picked that up, part of our Charlotte Mason approach.
Yes.
And we will read sections of a book a day as we go through it. So Captive in Rome.
Yeah, that was really a very funny book. Yeah, we have.
Oh, wow, okay.
And then the last one, George's Secret Key to the Universe.
Okay, and this is about quantum physics and astronomy. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't realise.
It was written by Stephen Hawking, who and his daughter, and he is one of the brightest brains of the 20th century.
Wow.
So him and Einstein and Newton all came up with different ways of explaining how our world worked. They all developed each other's things.
I think I prefer Newton.
Okay, so he came up with a mechanical view of the world, and then Einstein came up with his theory of relativity, and Stephen Hawking then applied some of that to black holes and time.
Yeah. When was Einstein? Like, what period was he?
So he was in the so he was born at the end of the 19th century, so the 1800s.
Yeah.
And he died in maybe the 1950s or 60s. So he was his most prolific thinking was in the first half of the 20th century.
Yeah, I was just wondering because next year when we go back to proper Charlotte Mason approach, we're going to be doing Victorians, and then the next year it's going to be World Wars.
Wow, okay, lots to learn.
Yeah.
We are so excited about learning.
They're like my favourite things, which I've been wanting to do since we started Home Ed.
Oh, wow.
And I've waited like ages.
Victorians, yeah. So, because you did some of that from the Black Country Museum, didn't you?
Yeah.
Well, lots of content. So we'll do a bit of a review of the year, I think, as the next episode before the next decade.
Wow.
Do a review of the decade.
That's cool. What's a review of the decade?
Like what's gone on in the last 10 years.
Wow.
Thank you so much for getting in touch with us. So we've had a lot more conversations with you over the last couple of weeks. So Lucy's been listening in from Cornwall, wet and windy Cornwall. She's been listening by Stitcher.
Yeah.
Claire Homed's been speaking to us about chickens on our Facebook page. So we would love to hear from you. Where do you listen from? We try to get a picture of where all our listeners are, just so that we can. Well, just so we know, really, that's quite interesting. Yeah. Obviously, we are in the Midlands, in the UK, but interesting, what country are you from and whereabouts are you getting from? So do get in touch. All our details are at the end, but we've got a Facebook page. You can tag us there, or on Twitter, or you can drop us an email, homemedmatters@gmail.com. We should be on Spotify soon. Yeah, I've got that signed up. I didn't realise you could get podcasts on there, so I've signed us up to that. I think they're just processing it. Big welcome if you are listening to this on Spotify in the future.
Ooh.
And we're thinking of putting a bit more content on our website, which is homemedmatters.co.uk.
Yeah.
Probably like book recommendations and things. Yeah. Our favourite books, so we'll start to put some of those there. Let us know what you think would be useful. We don't want to overwhelm you with stuff. But
unuseful stuff.
We do want to start broadening our content a little bit, really.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Yeah. Broaden it a bit.
So, wow. That's it.
Yeah.
All that's left to say is have a wonderful Christmas.
We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
And a Happy New Year. Well, we'll wish Happy New Year in the next episode, so not Happy New Year yet.
So, we wish you a Merry Christmas, and we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Christmas.
We hope you have a wonderful time with your loved ones over Christmas, and we will be back in a few weeks before the new year with a bit of a review of the year.
And let's hope the club starts
Thanks
soon.
for listening in.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
You've been listening to the Home Ed Matters podcast. We love hearing from you, so email us at homedmatters@gmail.com, follow us on Twitter at HomeEdMatters, and visit our website homeedmatters.co.uk. If you enjoy the show, please leave us a review on iTunes, Stitcher, or the UK Podcast Directory. Thanks for joining us, and enjoy your home ed journey this week. They say absence makes the heart grow fond. Well, I've grown quite fond of you. Some people may think you're strange, but I think I'm strange too. It's raining outside, and it's raining inside too. I wanna go home, place where I'm known, and where I know you. Walk familiar streets.